Hey y'all, how's it going? It is good to see everybody. Welcome in. I hope that you are doing well. Everyone is welcome in here. The corner joint is open for us to chit chat about the day, whatever ails us, what we feel we need to do. Hi, Jen. How are you? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Sorry, the dog's being a pill. So, how are you doing, Jen? What's new and different? It's been a while since I've seen you. Pardon me. Thanks, Indigo. I hope you like it. I thought it went well together. I am I'm doing my best to do well, Jen. I'm doing my best to do well and keep my head up and stay motivated. There is a lot going on in my life outside of current events that we're all grappling with. And all of those things combined have got me concerned. But I know, hey, Journey, how are you? Indigo, honey, I'm sorry you cried all day. I know. It works. It things are difficult, but we need to remind ourselves of, excuse me for one moment, y'all. There is a gate that we have. Thanks, Jen. Thanks, Jen. There is a gate that we have that keeps the dog contained, and the cats can jump over it, but they don't like to jump over it. So, what Soda likes to do is sit at the gate and grab it with his paw and make it go clang, clang, clang every time he lets go of it. He grabs the gate to try to get through. It's just hilarious. So there's our first distraction. Soda may be coming up to visit here momentarily, y'all. Sooner than you expect. You like the new background? Good, I'm glad. I am glad. So, guys, I need this today. Please tell me a small everyday thing that brings you a spark of joy. Can you tell me a small everyday thing that brings you a spark of joy? I'm really glad you like the background, Indigo. What small everyday thing or things bring you a spark of joy? I'll tell you guys, I walked outside a few times today. Cheryl? There ain't no Cheryl here, Dusty. Although that would be lovely if she was. How are you do? Your niece laughing in videos. Oh, baby laughter is the most wonderful experience. I walked outside twice today, and it was a beautiful, picture perfect fall day. Waking up to your kitties around you, that's wonderful. Dusty, we're talking about a small everyday thing or things that brings you joy. Coffee brings you joy. I understand, Journey. Let's reach for one thing that brings you joy. Dusty, why? How you doing, Susan? So the question on the table is, what small everyday thing brings you joy? And I walked outside today and it looked outside my window. It looked like a perfect fall day, just like the one outside this window here. It just looked beautiful. Cheryl brings you joy. That's lovely, Dusty. Oh, Indigo, thank you. Journey, yeah, all the hugs and ones and everything we can do for Journey. So, any other small everyday thing bring you joy? The next one is, what was the last thing? What was the last thing that made you laugh out loud? And I am trying to think. Music. Music brings you a spark of joy. There you go, Journey. That's excellent. I love to hear that. Music gives you a spark of joy. Oh, Dusty, thank you, sweetie. You bring me joy. Your pups, absolutely, Susan. Absolutely, pups. Orion brings me joy. This bag of Snickers popcorn just gave you joy. Hubby brought me pizza. A gift that should bring me joy. Mmm. a video of a tiger cub meowing for the first time? That's excellent, Indigo. Come on. Orion wants up. Probably because I've got the pizza. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here he is. You're not getting any pizza. Yes, you can lick my arm. But you're not getting any pizza. Yeah. The video of the tiger cub meowing for the first time made me laugh. Is that the thing that made me laugh? Your wild one. You picky picked a stick from the wood pile and dragged it around the yard. Oh, Journey, excellent. Excellent. Hold on. Hold on for a moment, y'all. No, Dusty, it wasn't you calling. It was my eldest calling. Can you guys still hear me? You should be able to hear me. Yeah, there we go. Hold on a second, because now I got a serious problem. Lori, how are you? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. What's your favorite comfort food, guys? What's the comfort food? What's your go-to comfort food? I think mine is macaroni and cheese. My comfort food is definitely macaroni and cheese. What's your comfort food? I'm glad you're here, Lori. It has been a difficult couple of days. A difficult 24 hours at the very least for some of us. For those of you who may be celebrating, if you are here, ice cream is your comfort food. That's an excellent one. Grilled cheese and tomato soup, Indigo. I love good grilled cheese, really good grilled cheese with excellent bread and really good cream of tomato soup. Oh, I love grilled cheese and tomato soup. So, for those of you who did win, I hope that you'll respect. I ask that you respect the grief that people are feeling right now. Um, and I'm sure that you understand that, especially here in the corner joint. Oh, Dusty, really? Were you up all night? How come you were up all night? Okay, guys, give me this. Give me your go to hopeful song. What's your go to hopeful song? What song can you play that instantly makes you feel good? We'll make a playlist. Okay, Lori. What's a song that makes you feel good? Feel good songs, y'all? That's a good one, Indigo. For the Longest Time by Billy Joel. That's an excellent one. That's really an excellent one. For the Longest Time by Billy Joel. Any others, guys? It's your favorite song? It's a good song, Indigo. I got to eat some of this pizza, guys, so you're going to have to watch me eat. I hope you can deal. Pizza, indeed. I need to get some food in my tummy. Hush you. He wants my pizza. Desperately wants my pizza. Dusty, how come you haven't slept? I'm worried about you. It is not as cheesy as I would like, Indigo. Anything in particular that helps you guys stay grounded? Anything in particular that helps you stay grounded? I know, Indigo. It doesn't seem like there's many of you here. I wasn't I wasn't even going to come and do Wheel of Wednesday today, but I got the impression from several people that it was desired. So we shall see. You know how it is. People show up as we're going through it. Textures that feel smooth or soft help to ground you. Interesting. Interesting. What grounds me? Deep breathing grounds me. Calm, quiet, slow breathing calms me. You have worry stones, and then when you're home, you wear soft robes or your hideout hoodie. There you go, Indigo. There you go. I'm wearing a t-shirt and sweats today. And fuzzy socks. So I hear you with the comfy wardrobe piece. I hear you with the comfy wardrobe piece. Okay, all y'all showing up late. What's the song that instantly makes you feel good? Dusty, I can't believe you don't have an answer to this. I look hard for cute t-shirts, Indigo. They're not easy to find, especially not in plus sizes. I just think I have lucked out lately in my searches, and so you guys have seen more than usual. Most 70s soft rock is soul soothing. This is true. That would be probably where I end up, Lori, when I need a little some Jim Croce, some James Taylor. Some Carpenters. Even some ABBA. No song is making you happy today? Lisa, sweetie, how are you? It is really good to see you. It is really good to see you. I understand. We are trying to think about things that cheer us up and trying to find a little bit of silver lining. Or at least plumb those depths. Is there anything that you've done particularly nice for yourself recently? I bought, so I've got this eyeshadow palette, and it's got this one color in it that I just really love, and I use it a lot. It's a really pretty color. And it's broken. So there's not much of it left because the one color is busted. And so I went online today. I understand, Lisa. I did a bit of the same myself. It has been a little bit crazy. A little bit crazy. Mandy, sweetie, it is good to see you. It is good to see you. So, what's something kind you did for yourself recently, guys? So, I went online and I did a search for this palette because it's discontinued. And I found it on eBay, guys, and I bought it. And I know it was a terrible choice to make. Right now, we're not in a position to be spending money on anything. Um, Lisa, you're really welcome here, honey. Oh, good, Indigo. I'm glad you got to see them. We have missed you, Lisa. I've been really concerned about you, and I've thought about you often. And I'm glad to have you here. So, anybody else do anything nice for themselves recently? That self care is really important, you guys. Self care is really important. Is there any word that feels comforting to you right now? Hush. Is there any word that feels comforting to you right now? Community feels comforting. The thought of community feels comforting. To know that we're all in this together. Vacation. That would be nice. I can understand those words, Mandy. So long as they're just words, I know they're just words. I hear you. Love is a good one. Honey, you get to be angry. I'm trying to meet you, honey, you get to be angry. I already said it once, I'll say it again. If you are here and you are feeling good about things, That is fine, but please be sensitive that there are people in this room who are not. And right now, we are catering to them. No, it didn't. It didn't win this battle. Didn't win this battle. But that's okay because we're fighting a war. It's not about battles. It's not about individual battles. This is women didn't achieve the vote easily. It took years and years and years and years. And women were jailed, and women were tortured, and women died. And civil rights didn't come easy. Civil war didn't come easy. We've been through worse. Or what appeared at the time. I don't know. I guess I can't actually know that it was worse, but we've 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 been through crises like these before in this country. And so what we need to do is, I know, Lisa. I know. I know. I know, Mandy. The education bar has been made lower and lower and lower. And we have an uneducated electorate. And the media is more and more ineffective. We have to find new and novel and unique ways of organizing in an as yet undiscovered way. And I don't know how we do that, but we start with being together with each other. Hey, No Face, how are you doing? What is something you've always admired in others, y'all? I am sorry, Lisa. We are happy to listen to you, bitch. It's really good to see you. It's really good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I understand, Mandy. I we need to I don't I don't know what the solution is yet. I don't know what the solution is yet. So what's something you've always admired in others. I understand, Mandy. Hey, Fab Daddy, how are you doing? Are you wrong? I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, Lisa. It's too vague to answer. Okay, that's good feedback. Thanks, Mandy. Um, I haven't been. It's not a matter of politics. You've never unfriended anybody over politics. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Lisa. It's not a matter of a difference of opinion on how to run the country. It's a matter of morals and ethics, and I don't think they have any. I guess the only thing I have to say, um, he's often over at pup groomers in the afternoon, evening. You're glad the election is over. Now we can move on. Yeah, I think it's going to take some people a few days, Fab Daddy, to maybe a few weeks to grapple with the results. Someone votes for someone who wants me dead, then I don't have much respect for that person. I will only make the argument that Stephen Hassan makes in his book, which is that Trumpism is a cult. And so, as with any cult member, you need to work hard to maintain contact with the people that you can manage to maintain contact with. Losing your side is like me watching my favorite football team. It's rough, but I really can't change the outcome. I hear you, Fab Daddy. I just think some people feel more skin in the game than others, if you know what I mean. I hear what you're saying, and I'm not arguing with it. And I think in some cases, if it's too close to you, it's not the right person. You can move forward, but not on. It's the rhetoric you vote for, not the person. That's the issue. Yeah. Mourning for women's rights? Yes. So let's go back. I want to hear more songs, guys. What's a song? What's a song that makes you feel hopeful? Hmm? What's a song that makes you feel hopeful? Music. You guys like music? Music off. Hello, it's really good to see you. There's lots of different things that people can do to fight back, and there's lots of different ways. And as we move forward, the opposition movement, it's like in England, there's the party that's in power and there's the opposition. The Republicans are in power. We are now the opposition. We are now the opposition. And so our job is to organize and do what we can. And sometimes, for some people, that means just means taking care of our own little circle and organizing within our circle. I know I'm just about to get my master's in education, Mandy. I worry for my Mexican neighbors too, Fab Daddy. Mass deportations, yes, Fab Daddy. I'm terrified too, Mandy. I'm terrified too. Nullify the Constitution? Suspend the Constitution, Indigo? Yes. Suspend the Constitution. Excuse me for a moment, y'all. I'm doing a lot of that today. And you get all that noise, so you know exactly what I was doing, getting rid of my pizza dish. Scooter Mom, you have every right to comment. We don't hesitate to comment on your PM elections. Let's watch Trump fill the swamp. Indeed. Oh, sweetie, you are welcome to come visit. I would love to see you. I had to call in sick to work today. There was no way that I could. I agree, Lisa. I agree. I agree. We didn't have any rules in place for that. That would be lovely, Mandy. I had to take the day off work today, y'all. You would bitch and complain, but I have a feeling you'll be doing that for the next 4 years. So tonight I'll let it slide. Yes, you can, Mandy. Lisa lives pretty close. What color represents this moment for you guys? Blind Melon Change. That's a song that brings you hope, No Face. That's an excellent one. I work with disabled cognitively disabled adults. There was no way. Question was, what song? Yeah, he can, Scooter Mom. What song makes you blue? Okay. I was going to say black. The question is, what song brings you comfort or makes you feel good? What song makes you feel good? Scooter Mountain, they're already talking about winding down the active investigations. Hi, Samantha. Chapel Roan, hot to go. Okay. Trying to get a playlist going, but I've only got 2 songs. Hot to Go by Chapel Roan. Yeah. Yeah, that's been part of the problem. That's been part of the problem, Scooter Mom. They're already talking about unwinding the investigations. Aurora, starvation. You feel better with the presents, Samantha? I'm glad to hear you. If you could whisper one word to everyone who needs comfort right now, what word would it be? If you could whisper one word to everyone who needs comfort right now, what would it be? One word. Yale name, new soul. Wow. Absolute immunity, indeed. The courts did say that, didn't they, Fab Daddy? Hope, love, those are both good ones. Billie Eilish, lovely. Love me, Fab Daddy? That's so sweet. Lovely by Billie Eilish. Anything Aurora, huh? You guys are going to bond over the music. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a really hard one. Encourage. That one's nice, Samantha. That one's nice. Encourage. I like that. Breathe. 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 What's something you're grateful for about today? Radio company, right kind of trouble. What's something you're grateful for today? I didn't hear any objections to the music, so I'm assuming that means you guys don't mind it. Samantha, I quit somewhere close to 9:30. Got me, Scooter Mom. You woke up alive, no face? That's a good one. That's a good one. I woke up with my pets alive. I'm grateful for that. I could say I'm grateful that you live in Canada, Scooter Mom. How's that? I don't mean it that way. Kenshi Yonezu. Junk. Kenshi Yonezu. Junk. Watch video. We'll have the English subtitles. I privated it. I privated mine, Samantha, but it's on replay over on Dusty's channel, I'm sure. Did you want to see anything in particular? Do you have a question I can answer? I'll take a listen, Mandy. What's something you guys... Oh, Dusty, you have to answer the music question now. You were doing... I knew you were doing something. You know, I should type the questions as they come. I should type them into the text box so that we can go back. I'm not sure, Samantha. I didn't take it off. I just privated it. Oh, Mandy, you could have come on with us. Well, I'm sure Dusty wouldn't have minded. Samantha, part of the reason is because Dusty and I were broadcasting the exact same thing, then we can have copyright claims come up with either of us. So it's easier if they don't all stay monetized. And I already had the monetization for that stream come in as questionable. So it was just as easy to private it, and then I don't have to deal with that. You got the questions all 100%? Stand by me, Michael Bolton. Okay. We'll have a playlist, you guys. So did we answer one thing we're grateful for? I think Scooter Mom answered it. And I think she's the only one who had a good answer. What's something you've always wanted to learn or try? Yes, the two of you should totally talk about music sometime, Dusty. The two of you should totally talk about music. I just want to sit and listen to that conversation. What's something you've always wanted to learn or try? You do have a geographical edge. You subscribe to Dusty? Good, Samantha. Dusty needs all the subscribers he can get. He is edging closer and closer. Scuba? Yeah. That would be fun to try. Dusty is edging closer and closer to his 3,000 hour watch. His 3,000 watch hours goal. He's trying to get to 3,000 watch hours. Diamond painting. Susan, hugs, honey. Thanks for stopping by. So this is the first Minnesota goodbye, y'all. Time for the first Minnesota goodbye. I've already got the prize sitting backstage for the third Minnesota goodbye. Love you too, Susan. Hugs and hugs, dear. You need a lot of watch hours, Samantha. They're hard to get. They're hard to get. It's a lot of work. I did know that, Mandy. I did know that. I am in Oregon, Samantha. I am in Samantha. I am in Oregon, Samantha. I'm not in Samantha. So something you've always wanted to learn or try. Diamond painting, scuba, your basketball game's about to start. Okay, Scooter Mom. Nobot wants to try to be human. Mandy, send me the link. I'll drop it. Email it to me. Email it to me right now, and I shall drop the link. I'm near Portland, Samantha. Samantha, why do you want to know? That's a little more personal than I like to get, Samantha. It's just a little more personal than I like to get. There is the link to Mandy's music, y'all. Take a look. What's a scent that brings you comfort, y'all? What smell brings you comfort? Is there any smell that brings you comfort? Bread cooking, bread baking. Brings me comfort. Smell of mulled wine brings me comfort. Dusty, I am so sorry, honey. The scent of cooking, the scent of pine cones. You know what smell brings me comfort is the smell of an repair shop in the back of an old gas station. That smell of grease and oil and gasoline and cigarettes. Googly-eyed onion. I know, Smurf. How are you? Are you giving me extra links? Oh, hey, Kristen. How are you doing? We are all trying hard to keep our spirits up. For some people, that's a harder task than for others. So we are holding space for everybody where they are. Oh, Mandy, I am so sorry. What do I do on Wednesday nights, Samantha? I do Wheel of Wednesday on Wednesday night. That's what I do on Wednesday night. Anything simple that you did that made you feel brave recently? I did a small thing that made me feel brave yet recently. There is a mix-up I'm having with my insurance company. And I discovered the mix-up before they have. And I'm terrified that I'm going to experience a pretty significant chargeback. But it wasn't my fault, it was their fault. And I didn't know what to do about it. But I got the courage up and I emailed. I've been emailed. And it's getting sorted. Glad you're having fun, Kristen. Just no trolling in here. Pink Floyd, Allman Brothers, Grateful Dead, and much more. You love ABBA. Oh, Dusty, you're a man after my own heart. Slow Drive, Billie Eilish, Blackpink. Those are excellent. Samantha, we just hang out and talk about interesting questions that get us thinking, that are easy to talk about, that are light and airy, sometimes reflective, sometimes touching. Still waiting on the Amazon refund. No, this was a different thing, a bigger thing. My insurance company, it was an insurance, health insurance pharmacy screw up. Yes, it is almond, Mandy. Dusty has some dyslexia. So that is a simple, easy, small thing that I did recently that made me feel better. So that's a simple thing. Anybody else have a simple thing they've done recently? You're dyslexia too? I feel that all over the place, Mandy. I think it's one of the reasons I get so frustrated with spelling errors is because a simple spelling error can totally mess me up. Insurance so infuriating and you don't even know the story. Yes, exactly. The wrong insurance company sent me medication that they shouldn't have sent because I wasn't insured. You didn't find out till college? I didn't find out I had ADD until I was 45. Eat a nut? No face. You're cracking me up. Yes, Mandy. Well, it never occurred to anybody that I had PTSD from being kidnapped when I was 6 because, you know, they couldn't consider that grown men had PTSD from being at war, let alone little girls. No, I don't think he's trolling you. I think he's just making fun in general. That's no face. You worked for Bill Graham Presents in San Francisco in the 90s, Red Rocks in the 90s and 2000s for 10 years. I still go to 10 concerts a year. I know you do, Dusty. You are the most amazingly educated music person. You guys start having conversations and I'm just floored. Just floored. No one knew you were autistic too. Exactly. You got a little into it today and that was fun? Good. I'm glad it was fun. You worked for Warp Tour? Yes, there is a lot they didn't know back then. No one people just didn't know. People just didn't know. Exactly. She's done some political streams. Yes, it's been good that she's done. You threw yarn in your window for Dusty? That's nice of you, Samantha. If you were to create a recipe for peace, what would it be? I know this is a little conceptual, but let's just all think about this for a minute. If you were to create a recipe for peace, what would it look like? Yellow thing in my hand, Samantha? This is a vape. They've cured Hep C and apparently yes, they have. They've done amazing medical things. The next question. If you had a recipe for peace, what would it be? It's a vape. It's a Mexico mango flavored vape. And this is the devil's lettuce. You love free concerts? Pies? The recipe for peace would involve pies, Samantha? I don't think you're wrong. I think that's a good start. My recipe for peace would include a lot of communication, a lot of deep communication. Well, this one has nicotine, and so it's used like a cigarette is used. And this one is the devil's lettuce. And so you inhale it like you would a joint. It's an old family recipe. Right, Kristen? Recipe for peace is an old family recipe. A lot of understanding. A lot of understanding. Devil's dandruff. I don't have any devil's dandruff. No. Ooh, here's a good one, y'all. Sorry, this isn't very high tone tonight. It's a little down tone. Should we make the music a little perkier? See if that helps at all. It did get blocked, Kristen. Let me see if I can review it. Hold on. Yeah, it got blocked automatically, Kristen. It got automatically blocked. What do you mean? What am I working on, Samantha? What do you mean by that? Yes, the recipe got blocked by YouTube. Yeah, it auto blocks some things. It's a setting that I can turn off, but that setting would mean crocheting. Samantha, which question are you answering? I've had them. I've had YouTube not show comments of mine for very strange reasons. What am I crocheting, Samantha? I'm not crocheting anything. I haven't pulled out my crochet in a while. I've been painting rocks. Here's not a great one. And this one. Do we get a choice in that, Kristen? So I've been painting rocks. Got that one. Secret family recipe, indeed. Secret family recipe, Kristen. You're trying to keep it a secret. I made a pumpkin. See the little pumpkin? Isn't he cute? Okay. What would your dream job be if you had all the skill and freedom in the world? What would your dream job be? No choice. That's the recipe. Yeah, we're gonna argue about the YouTube's trying to keep it a secret. You'll have to email it to me, Kristen. No job. There you go. Crochet or YouTube. There you go, Samantha. I like this one, no face. How's that for a no rock? Or this one? You like this one? Let's see, what else do I have over here? Dropping them on the floor. Dropping them on the floor. I got a gray one. No job would be good. You're all about retirement at this point? Yeah, I'm just finishing up my master's program in teaching English as a second language, a career path that seems to have fewer and fewer opportunities at the moment. You saw a rock painted. Your friend Michaela had the baby today at 5:45 this morning. That's so wonderful, Samantha. Congratulations to your friend. I'm so glad that there's healthy mama and healthy baby. I'm so happy. Rock painted like a finger so it looked like a person's finger laying on the ground. I'm not that good at painting rocks, but that looks hilarious. Does your mom like painting rocks? Yeah, I need to go collect more rocks. I am completely out of rocks. I've got this one here, this baby right here. She is painted, but she has no design yet. Got no idea what I'm gonna put on her. She's got this green, this metallic pearlescent green color she's painted. You need to take my class? I don't know about that, Kristen. You seem to communicate just fine. Ooh, guys, we went right through the second Minnesota goodbye. Thank you, Samantha. I've only had the impetus to do something artistic. The mauve one looks like a minion. Which mauve one? They're supposed to be minions. They're mini minions. See? You want me to paint a no-bot? I can probably paint. See, now the rock basket is exploding everywhere, you guys. They're supposed to look like minions. They're supposed to look like minions. Is this the mauve one? I don't remember showing a mauve one, but I think the colors aren't showing very well. They're not all coming out as well as I'd like. Oh, thank you, Kristen. Thank you. I am working on being less hypercritical of my own work. I am having, after every class every class I teach, So I've got 2 classes a week that I'm teaching. Actually 3. And after each class that I teach, yeah, it is, but I don't have any painted mauve, Kristen. That's what I'm saying. So it must be showing up. It must be showing up as mauve on the screen. Because I don't have any painted mauve. I have them painted pink and gray and orange. Is that the one you're thinking is mauve? Working really hard at not being hypercritical of my work. I have to write a reflection after every class. And that's been really hard for me. Really hard for me. It's okay. It's allowed on occasion around here, Kristen. That one I would have called fuchsia. But we can disagree on colors. That orange, which one? Pink, orange. Gray. Gray. See, I gave him some hair. And this is like a baby pink. It looks deep red. I can understand that. It's a pretty deep fuchsia. But this one is red. That's deep red. And that's fuchsia. So they're really close. This one looks pearly yellow. Yeah, I believe that. So this is red. This is orange. And that's pink. That's all. If you could visit any decade for a day, what would you choose to and why? Where will I get rocks? Out in my yard, Kristen. We've got 2-inch rocks covering parts of our yard. Otherwise, I would go to a landscaping supply. And I'd buy rocks. They sell them by the pound. By the 10 pounds, something like that. They sell rocks. Did I say second Minnesota goodbye, y'all? We haven't seen cricket, and we're coming up on the third Minnesota goodbye. So if you could visit any decade for a day, which would you choose and why? Out in my yard. Yes, no face. I've got French drains that are paved in small pebbles this size. You know, just the right size. That's where I got most of these, is out in the yard. Yeah, landscape supply is a thing. You buy big rocks for your yard. You buy small rocks. You buy gravel. All that stuff. Go to the landscape supply. I mean, I could buy them on Pinterest, but they're going to be fucking expensive. Really expensive. So nobody has a decade they would go to? Feel like I'm losing y'all. (1970s) to see Penny Hess start the Solidarity Committee. Okay. That's a good one, Kristen. I'd probably go to the 30s to get a better understanding of the politics of the day. It's an endlessly fascinating era to me. Or the 50s. 50s politics is also endlessly fascinating. Either of them. Rather, when she took the call for it, not created it? Okay. No face, just go with it. Maybe you're there for maybe time passes differently in the alternate reality. And when you come back, it's like a day has passed. How does that work? Yeah, the Great Depression and Hoover and all of that. Exactly, Kristen. Exactly. People's History of the U.S. I have not read it. I have heard of it. My reading has been insufficient over the last several years. I'm reading the possible questions. If you could instantly learn a new language, which one would you choose? If you could instantly learn a new language, which one would you choose? What do you think, guys? Which language would you want to learn instantly and flawlessly? When we get them installed in the back of our head like programs, wouldn't that be cool? It's a good history, Kristen. It's a good history. Hoovervilles. Universal language. There you go, no face. Universal language. I like the creativity you guys have sometimes. Russian, Chinese, Spanish, probably in that order. Okay, Kristen. I would learn Arabic. If I had one to learn instantly, I would learn Arabic. What small, silly thing would you like to be able to do flawlessly? And we are coming up on the third Minnesota goodbye, y'all. We are coming up on the third Minnesota goodbye, and we've got the whole world hasn't shown up yet today. So we could see, although I expect Cricket's gone to bed, maybe Fuzzy, maybe Brain Fog, all manner of people. Arabic would be awesome, wouldn't it, Kristen? I would really like, that's one I would really like to be able to speak. So I'm going to call it for the fourth Minnesota goodbye just a little bit early. So what small, silly thing would you like to be able to do flawlessly? Be really good at using the analog stick on video game controllers. That's a good skill, Kristen. I like that one.
Hello there.
I would like to be flawless at eye makeup. We're asking for a small, silly thing. I would like to be flawless at eye makeup. That would be my fun thing to be flawless at. That would be my fun thing to be flawless at. I like really using the analog stick on the video game controllers. That's one. That's a good one. That's a good one. You like that one, Kristen? Okay, so what would you add to your dream home? What one thing would you add to your dream home? What would you add to your dream home? It's the flaws that make beauty unique. No face, you're so charming. You're so charming. One thing you'd add to your dream home. Guest suites. I would add guest suites to my dream home. There would be room for people to come and visit. That's what I would add to my dream home. More golden retrievers and a cat named Soda. Oh, that's sweet, Dusty. I'd like a couple of your golden retrievers. That's for sure. I thought Soda was going to make a trip up here today, but he apparently decided against it. It's a dream home. How would we have
7:43 p.m.
Have what, Kristen? Looking at the questions, guys. How would we have anything to add? The AI makes up the questions. I don't make up the questions. I'm not this creative, y'all. The AI makes up the questions. To be honest with you, the AI makes up the questions. So you make good points. Why would we need anything to add if it's a dream home? You're very right. You could frame any photo of your life. What would it show? Photo of my life would show my children. Kristen just got Meta Schrodinger's cat. Indeed she did. Indeed she did. Kristen, we don't talk about... No, I didn't ask the AI to create trick questions. Maybe I should try that next time. Ask the AI to create trick questions and see what it comes up with. Just a second. Let's see if we get anything. If you're given a free vacation anywhere in the world, but you have to go there by hot air balloon, where would you go? 2 baby brothers and your grandparents. There you go, Kristen. That's sweet. So, if you're given a free vacation anywhere in the world, but you have to go by hot air balloon, where would you go? It depends on the hot air balloon. Oh, that's lovely, Kristen. Your 2 baby brothers and your grandparents all on an outreach table together, holding up banners together. That's lovely. You're not going on a balloon? Okay. That's why I said it depends on the balloon. It depends on the balloon. It needs to be one that's actually sufficient for traveling any distance. So maybe more like a dirigible. Something like that. My goodness, it's quiet tonight, y'all. It's like a one-on-one. Hot air balloon. I'd probably go along the coast. If I was going by hot air balloon, I'd want to go down the coast to San Diego. That's where I would go if I was going by hot air balloon. Down the coast. Not in a train, not on a plane. You don't want to travel, huh, Kristen? If you could be famous for anything, So long as it's something mundane, what would you be famous for? If you could be famous for anything, but it has to be completely mundane, what would you be famous for? Cooking. I would be famous for cooking. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you. If it was some fancy dirigible hot air balloon, though, I'd go to Isfahan. Something mundane. What would you be famous for that's completely mundane? That means day to day, every day. Kind of like putting on eye makeup. Something that you have to do every day that's boring and pedestrian. Andrea has questions about soda. How much does he eat? And does he have a big litter box? How much does he weigh? He eats a lot. It's probably it's not inexpensive for his food, but we also don't go with the Costco cat food. We buy expensive cat food because we have found that if we buy the cheap cat food, that the litter box becomes much more full, much more quickly. So we buy the expensive cat food. You'd be famous for the way you exfoliate your elbows. That's amazing, Kristen. He does have to have a big litter box. Dusty, I actually cannot find litter boxes. No Face would be famous for not having a face. There you go, No Face. We feed him. The two of them split a can of cat food in the morning with some dry food. And they split a 4.5 ounce can of cat food in the evening, plus some dry food. And the reason we feed them wet food along with the dry food is it's really good for cats to have lots of liquid in their diet and drink lots of water, and it's common for them not to. So one way to help make sure they have enough liquid in their diet is by feeding them wet food, because that gets more liquid in their diet. So, does that answer her questions, Dusty? I think we're not going to have a winner for the third Minnesota Goodbye today, you guys. Pretty amazing. I'm running out of questions. The AI is failing me. The AI is failing me. She listens to everything. Okay. I'm glad it answered her questions. If she has more questions, you know where to find me. You know where to find me. So what do you think, guys? Do we need to sit here? Let's see. She wants one. They're wantable. They are wantable. They ours are 8 years old. And so I am already pre-heartbroken because, you know, like large dogs, large cats don't generally have long lives, but I am hopeful. I am hopeful. Let's see, what does Google say? Yep. Maine Coon cats only live 10 to 13 years. So guys, if you could become invisible but only in elevators, how would you make the most of your power? If you could become invisible but only in elevators, how would you make the most of your power? I think that would be an excellent power, even with that condition. I can understand her wanting one, Dusty. They're pretty amazing. The thing you need to know, though, is they're not like lap cats. They're really not like lap cats. I know it's a weird question, isn't it, Kristen? The AI is just funky. They're not like lap cats. So, you know, they don't want to be pet all the time. They follow you around from room to room, but they hang out with you. You know, they're standoffish. They're not needy. They're not needy. I can think of all kinds of ways I could utilize that power. Invisible in elevators. An excellent power. I'd ride up and down elevators all the time. AI's been getting a contact eye from my vape. You have the power to be the best at any game, but it can't be a popular one. Which obscure game would you dominate? You can be the best at any game. What am I going to do? I don't know. I'm just going to ride up and down in elevators, and I'm sure that I will find things to do. I'm sure that I will learn things. I am going to listen. I am good at listening. I'm going to listen in the elevators. People talk in the elevators because the elevator is a private room. Hang out in elevators all over the place. Interesting elevators. Federal courthouse elevators. Capitol building elevators. All the elevators. I mean, think about it. People talk in elevators. They think it's private. Share all yeah, in the Pentagon elevators. Right on. Exactly. You're dying. They're funny questions, aren't they, Kristen? Mm. The best at any game, but it can't be a popular game. So what obscure game would you dominate? We got somebody new here. Who's new here? Who showed up? Somebody just showed up. Welcome. Whoever you are, you're the first person after the third Minnesota goodbye. Welcome in. Lydia. How are you? How are you doing? It's really good to see you, Lydia. How are you feeling today? Horseshoes? Really, Kristen? That's hilarious. I love it. Lydia, we have a game here. And it is that we have a prize for the third person who shows up after I say the third Minnesota goodbye. And one of our moderators makes the art, and this will become your piece of art, Lydia. This is your award for being the first person after the third Minnesota goodbye. And there's my puppy Orion and my cat Scotch, who nobody ever gets to see. You're just taking it day by day. You have rough days and nights. I can imagine, Lydia. I can imagine. My heart goes out to you, dear. My heart goes out to you. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. That's all we can really do. Let me see if Orion wants to come up and say goodbye for a minute. Lydia, if you email me, Lydia, I will email you this piece of artwork. Okay? It's for you. You won, so you get the artwork. Lydia is the winner. Yeah, she sure is. So send me an email, Lydia. Let me drop my email in the chat. There it is. There it is, Lydia. There it is for you. Shoot me an email and I will send you back the file. Okay, guys, this has been an unusually quiet Wheel of Wednesday. Kristen, Lydia, No Face, Dusty. Thank you for coming to spend the evening with me, rather. Thank you for that. Thanks for hanging out. And breathing in and out helps with the putting one foot in front of the other and the water and the food. Yes, it does. Deep breathing. Just keep going. It's really important, Lydia. We're here for you. I'm going to take off, guys. Thanks for coming. And I will see y'all on